Alright, what's going on, everybody? Um, I'm gonna be talking about, if you've seen the title, obviously you know what I'm gonna be talking about, but I'm gonna talk about my addiction. Now, I don't necessarily know if I can say the right word, but I'm just gonna say, well, I'll put it like this. My addiction that I've been struggling with is a corn addiction. Now, how to put this? It's like, I guess I'll kind of give you the full rundown of how I noticed it was a problem and how I came to know about it. So, when I got introduced to it by like how most people would, I do believe, via their friends. So, and I think I was about maybe 10 years old, maybe about 10 years old, maybe even a little younger. But I believe 10 years old. I believe I was 10 years old. Anyway, found out through my friends, and and I'm almost 20 now. So, it's been a while. And the first time I noticed it was an issue, I think okay. Oh yeah, there was a point where I just. Now this is gonna sound crazy, but there was a point where I just couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't focus. I was like always irritated, and that kind of stuff was always on my mind. And it was always on my mind. And then there was a point where I was just doing that way too much. Just way too much, and I was just like, yo, this gotta stop, right? It was to the point where I couldn't get sleep over it, and stuff like that. I don't want to get into too much detail. I don't know how much I can really say on here, but I just want to get this out, right? Yeah. And then like from when the time I noticed it was an issue to about now, I've always kind of been on and off with trying to get away from those kind of things. So, how it would usually go for me is that I'd be locked in for a few days. I'd fall right back in the hole, and that cycle would repeat itself for however long, and then I would just completely let go of myself. I would just not even try anymore, and that would go on for months. I just fell right back in. And right now I'm kind of back in. All right, we gotta stop this, right? So I don't want to have this problem forever. I'm getting older, bruh. I can't have problems like that. And even though it's an addiction, everybody has their own addiction that they battle. This is a battle of my own that I'm going to try to give daily updates on for 14 days. So this is really day 1. And then the next video will be day 2, so on and so forth. And the goal is to go for 14 days, and then I could stop posting it. But I'm not going to stop overcoming this issue. I just kind of want to get past the 14-day mark. I don't think there's only been one time I've had more than 14 days of being. I guess the word is, I don't even know. Do you even use the word sober? I don't know, but you get the point. I just kind of want to do that just to keep myself in check, honestly, and to document I guess my struggle, my life on here. as best as I can. Yeah, it's not necessarily. I know a lot of people that may see this that I know. Probably like they're probably laughing right now, but honestly, look it up. It is a very serious thing. It's a very common thing within my generation, unfortunately, and it's not something you should necessarily just be laughing about because it's a very serious problem, right? Um, any addiction is no good, of course. And I feel like personally, if I don't stop it anytime soon, it will take over my life. And I have like a few examples here. When I was how do I say this? Like I already told you about how I just couldn't get off my mind and stuff. But there were times when I was like on the streak of being off of that sort of thing. It'd be good for a few days, and then the strong urges would come back, and I mean, like it had a hold on me, bro. Like I don't know how to explain it. I couldn't do anything. Like I really, like I said, I couldn't focus. I couldn't necessarily sit down and do what I wanted to do without it bugging me. So it will, and when you put it like that, it will sooner or later become a worse problem, especially when I'm older. Yeah, and I know I don't want to be like this anymore. I just know I don't want to be like this anymore. You know, I want to be somebody that, yeah, I have issues, but I want to be able to say I beat this or I overcame this, right? I want to be able to say that and hopefully kind of guide other people that if they have the guts to say that they have the same issues that I'm dealing with, hopefully I can guide them to overcoming those same issues. So I don't want to be like this forever because it's no good for me. And my family does, or one of my parents had a certain addiction. I don't want to necessarily put him on blast. He's my father, but I don't really want to put his whole situation on blast. But it wasn't the same addiction. I kind of helped him keep him in check when he was going through his stuff, and oh my goodness, recently he told me that he was doing good. He was 100 plus days sober, or I can't remember. It was a big number, and I was just so proud of him, and I want to be able to be that in his shoes, even though it's an entirely different addiction. Again, I want to be in his shoes and kind of say that I did this. You know, I went that far. Again, you can be so many days without so many days thinking you beat it, but your problems will always come knocking at the door, no matter what issue it is. So I just find that I need to just be off of this, and I think it will help me become a better person, help me have a sense of confidence, a stronger confidence in myself to complete certain things in life, and kind of just have that badge of saying, yeah, I did it. You know, I went through I guess I went through all of it, you know, the ups and downs. I went the long way, and I got here, you know. So digital footprint, I don't really care. I just feel like I need an outlet, because I feel like if I don't make this public, if I keep it secret, it's going to become stronger in its own way, and I don't want that to happen. I need some kind of outlet to not necessarily, well, yeah, to speak on it and to not leave it silent, because silence is the enemy in certain issues like this, addictions like this. You know, you're gonna need to find some kind of outlet or people that you can talk to that are going through the same thing to help you through this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's very, very short video. I just kind of want to just put this on here. And in terms of the gameplay you guys are gonna be looking at, I think I'm almost done with Fallout 76, at least the main campaign. I'm gonna be doing all of the side quests and I'm gonna be completing the whole game, and then I'm gonna go to Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Vegas, 4, in timeline order. So you guys are going to have to watch a 1997 game. It is fun. I've heard it's fun, so I think I'll be enjoying it. Yeah. You guys have a good night, good morning, good evening, and good night. And don't forget, people listening, to find somebody to talk to about your problems. And if they're strong enough, if they become an issue, a very big issue in your life, please look for help. I'm not necessarily saying therapy, and if it does get to that level, please do so. Make sure to look out for yourself, look out for your mental health, your physical health. Make sure that you care for yourself however you may need that care. And always be the helping hand to others. We need more kindness nowadays. Yeah. And love you guys. In the darkest corners of this world, be that helping hand. That's all I have to say. But good morning, good evening, and good night. Love you guys. Don't forget to show love to your mothers, your grandmas, your fathers, everybody in your family. All right, I'll see you guys later.